The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And our starting pitcher here today, Garrett Cole. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Ready to go now, and into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Foul ball there. The pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And that one misses up and in. And the count is 1-2. Swings and misses. And there's one down. Here's Adley Rutschman. And that one clips the corner.
You know, Boog, it's nice to see Garrett Cole on the mound today. He finally won a Cy Young Award in 2023. And for a while there, he seemed like the best pitcher in baseball without the award. And Cole's Cy Young Award season wasn't a huge surprise either. He led the American League in innings pitched and ERA. Good things usually happen when you put those two things together, and it's...
Oh, and a great stop. Gathers and throws in time. Got it.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that, that's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Ryan O'Hearn stands in now and watches strike one. Two outs, base is empty. That's off the inside corner, and the count even 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Next pitch misses outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
That is the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And it's fouled away. O'Hearn leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. 1 left for the Orioles. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in New York, and today on the Hill, Zach Eflin. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
That one missed. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A solo shot. It's 1-0. He kept swinging and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts, finally squared one up. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike. Oh, 1 down. Fouled off. He was late.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And he chases that one. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That one misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that is ball 1. One down, base is empty. Good eye right there.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
1 out, runner at second. Here's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger. To the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And Bellinger is out.
Batting fifth.
Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Two outs. And that's down and away.
Ball three.
Austin Wells waiting to hit for the Yankees. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. There's a swing and a miss.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Swings and chases a low one there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Ball 1.
In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Judge, the runner at third. Stanton on at first with 2 down.
Nope, that's inside.
Next offering is downstairs. Paul Goldschmidt on deck for the Yankees. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing a wall. Very gritty.
2 outs. Bases full. And the batter now, Paul Goldschmidt. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Two outs, bases are full. And the 0-2. And this is inside. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Second inning, set to go. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Number 9, Tyler
Cole, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. And that one is in for a strike. That's off the mark, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Stepping in, Colton Cowser. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. Fought off foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Swing and a foul straight back. And that drops in for a strike. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Jazz tosses to first, and they get Mullins for the out. And the Orioles set down in order. Nothing across here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Eflin back to work. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one outside, 1-0. And there's a ball.
Hey! 2-1.
That one fouled off, 2-2. It's a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground to short, could be two. To second, that's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Struck out swinging his first time. Hit hard but foul off to the left. And it's even up.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Swung on, belted. Back there. And that one's gone. So he blasts one out the other way. It's 4-0.
Well, baseball gave us Jazz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. gives baseballs to lucky fans with home runs like that. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Judge in now, takes ball one off the plate.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Hit in the air, center field. Mullins has this one sized up, makes the catch. Out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. Grounded out his first time. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's a high chopper. And that squirts through.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield. Took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. That's a little bit low. Two outs. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Number 28, Austin Wells.
So digging in, Austin Wells walked his first time. That's out to center field. Mullins sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Yankees with a Jordan Westburg. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Right through there for a strike.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
down and missed, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
One down, base is empty. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Stays alive. Fastball is outside. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2. And that just misses. That one ripped. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's going to be Gunnar Henderson. Struck out swinging his first time. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
On a line, base hit. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline.
He beat it. Safe.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Rutschman.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that's through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Henderson at first, 1 gone. Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-1 ball game. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And they'll do it again. Hard on the ground to first. O'Hearn steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
The left fielder, number 24, Jason Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Called strike right there. And that one fouled off. On the ground right side, O'Hearn steps on first for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
And the batter now, Oswaldo Cabrera. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First offering, and it just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
There's the strike at the knees. That clips the corner. And that one hammered back there. Gone. And they add a run. It's 5-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cave, but you'll take the result.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
And ball 1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. It's now 5-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back in the Bronx, start of the fourth. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
O'Hearn.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Ryan Mountcastle struck out swinging his first time. Inside, just missed. Lifted in the air, right center field. Chisholm pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing, and a ball popped up. Cabrera moving under this one. Hauls it in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 5-1. So they turn things over to the righty, Colin Selby.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered in this game.
Chisholm Jr.
That one's upstairs, ball one. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Soto, the power lefty, up as well. On the ground to third. On to O'Hearn. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here is Aaron Judge, 1 for 2. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Judge rips that one back there, and that one is going to go. Aaron Judge leaves the yard, and they add to the lead. It's 6-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip. So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
Bellinger up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
That one at the knees for a strike.
That's ball 2.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball to the right side. On to O'Hearn. And Bellinger is out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo
Stanton. 2 down, bases empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Giancarlo Stanton. A walk, and he's also singled. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That's in there. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Back in the Bronx, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Colton Cowser. Just missed.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Just missed.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that is gone. A gigantic blast. And they close the gap. It's 6-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Cedric Mullins digs in now. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. And takes low for ball 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1. That one fouled off.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. He circles the bases, and they cut into the deficit. It's 6-3.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. And there's a foul ball. Westburg, an all-star a season ago, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Bellinger makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The batter, the second baseman,
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. A double and a run scored his first time up. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And a foul ball. The 0-2. On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they come away without an out.
The catcher, number
Here's the
35,
catcher to hit. Adley Rutschman. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Yankees up by 3. Cole a check to first, and he's back in safely. And the 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs.
1 ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
Two the count.
This one in the dirt. Henderson off of first with 2 away. And it remains 2-2. That one missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 2 round trippers in this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Selby back to work. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
You know, these
0-1.
Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so
1-1.
far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Ball.
That one
Ball
off
three.
the mark, and that's ball 3.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Next offering is in for
We
a
got full
strike.
count.
Fights it off. You'll see another. In the air, center field. Mullins settles under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
This opportunity is once in
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul
Goldschmidt down.
Smith.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off
1
speed
ball,
there.
1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. So Goldie strikes out here. Two outs, base is empty. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And there's a ball. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Westberg makes the grab, and that's the inning. Down in order go the Yankees, but they still back for more
Leading
from
off
the
for
Bronx.
Baltimore,
And
the
here's the
first
first
baseman,
baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
O'Hearn.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. There's a strike.
They're pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Line drive and foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
The bat, number 6.
Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. Breaking ball misses down and away. Check swing, and he went. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a The slider misses down and away. And that drops in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Snags it on the run. And that is that. Offense held in check there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Yankees 6 and the Orioles 3. Back in New York, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. The pitch. In there at the knees. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Yennier Cano, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Foul ball. This one smacked out to left center. And a base hit right there. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off. No outs. Runner on second. Pulls that one foul. Man at second. That's to third. Westberg throws across the diamond. 1 away. Bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
At the plate, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ballgame.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
That one misses. Ball 1. 1 out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Inside.
Nope.
And it's 2-0. And that one fouled off. That misses the zone. 3-1. Foul ball there. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back. Up against the wall and brings it in.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
These fans don't like to see that because they
batting,
showed up to
the
watch him
center
swing
field,
the bat.
Cody
But this team does not want to let him beat him.
Bellinger.
First and second, 2 outs. Cody Bellinger getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. And downstairs, Cabrera, the lead runner, out at second. Judge at first, 2 out of the inning. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. That misses.
1 strike.
Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Chopper right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Yanks strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. All set for the start of the inning. And now Colton Cowser. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Weaver also getting ready. Next offering is in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swing and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and
Cedric
that's what you fall asleep dreaming
Mullins.
about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Garrett Cole is done in this one. Not his best performance, but he leaves with the lead. And we'll get a new arm into the game after this.
Now pitching for
Fernando
the New York
Cruz
Yankees,
takes over on the mound.
number 63, Fernando Cruz.
Cedric Mullins now at the plate. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, caught him looking on that 4th pitch of the at-bat, and I have to think it had something to do with the sequence they threw at him. Kind of bounced back and forth between the outside and inside corners with the previous pitches, and that makes it really tough to cover the whole plate. Just couldn't get a swing off at that pitch on the inside.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Cut on and lifted in the air. And he makes the catch. And that is that. And the Orioles leave 1. And they're still doubled up. It's 6-3.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yennier Cano.
Yennier Cano.
Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm an essence, I'm a groove. I'm lessons, I'm written law thoughts.
Here's Stanton.
Leading
now.
off for the Yankees.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Denton.
Yeah, that's fouled off. A changeup missing, and the count is 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Wow, no
1
fair
ball,
right there.
2
I mean,
strikes.
that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around, according to Clyde Washington. And here is Austin Wells. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, first
Paul
baseman,
Goldschmidt
Paul
will climb in.
Goldschmidt.
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Chop to third, and that goes foul. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look,
Goes down looking for the strikeout, and he strikes out the side in the 7th.
Now pitching. for
Welcome
the
back,
New
and
York
a new arm on the
Yankees,
mound to start the 8th.
Number
Luke
3.
Weaver.
Luke Weaver.
So digging in,
Leading
Gunnar
off for the
Henderson.
Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Inside, ball one.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
And a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down. And next for the Orioles, Adley Rutschman. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. One down, base is empty. Right through there, got him. And now two gone.
Well, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
O'Hearn in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That pitch clips the outside corner, and that is strike two. And
One
that
ball,
skips into
two
dirt.
strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
The other way, fair ball. Around first, heading for two. The throw into second, in safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Back against the wall with two strikes, but
6.
found a way. I really like the approach to that swing. That was a good changeup on the corner, but he recognized it early, did get jumpy, and just smacked it to the opposite field. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And now here is Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
O'Hearn at second with two down.
Come on, Yankees.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one. This to third, and it goes just foul. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. And delivers outside. Tyler O'Neill waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Sit him down.
This one in the air. Weaver drops into the glove, and that'll do it. One hit, one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Yankees 6 and the Orioles 3.
Now pitching for the
Back
Orioles.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
65.
8th, Gregory Soto.
Gregory Soto.
Now here is
Leading off
Jason
for the
Dominguez.
Yankees, the left fielder, Jason
Soto, multi-time All-Star,
Dominguez.
30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He'll do it himself.
He's out.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
There's the strike. Movement in the bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez getting loose out there. Perez warming up as well. Pitch misses there, and now it's even 1-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
The batter, number
Anthony
11.
Volpe, the next to hit.
Anthony Volpe.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Man at first, one away. There's the strike up high, and the count is 0-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the
One
best
ball, two
pitch you'll
strikes,
see in this at bat to hit.
That's hard hit on the line. Mullins makes the play. 2 away now.
The batter, number 13. Second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two outs. Late on that fastball.
Well, they just threw
One
that
ball, one
fastball
strike.
by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball. They take the force out, and that is the inning. So 1 hit is all they get through 8 full. Yankees 6 and the Orioles 3.
Pitching
We're
for the
back,
Yankees,
and on the mound is the closer, Devin
38.
Williams.
He's got a wicked
Yeah.
breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's
Williams.
definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
O'Neill, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. The next
That's out.
offering misses, and the count now 2-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. On the ground, right side. Goldie takes it himself. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
That's a huge
Now
defensive
batting,
play in the
right
late stages of the
fielder,
game.
Colton
It might not be the most
Cowser.
challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
He's 2 outs away. Next to hit, Colton Cowser. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one. And that's outside.
That ball went out.
That one pushed to the left and foul. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
(3-1) and he couldn't come up with it.
Thank you, buddy.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty
Now
much
back,
gifted him first
the center
base with a
fielder,
quick free
Cedric
pass.
Mullins.
Cedric Mullins digs in now. That one's
Nope,
upstairs,
ball one.
ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Just
1-1.
amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Ball 2.
In the dirt.
2-2 the count.
Sets him down looking. And the Orioles down to their final out. Jordan
Now
Westburg,
batting.
the next to hit
First
for the
baseman,
Orioles.
Jordan
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts
Westburg.
and a flyout. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Cowser, the runner at first with 2 gone. Upstairs. And a count even 1-1.
1-1.
That clips the corner.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The Orioles down to their final strike. Smoked on the ground to second. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.